You frightened my bird. Dude, does he really have a bird? Yes, I do. I know. It's magical. I'm taking some medication for my throat. I think it's got side effects. And I'm loving them. All right, my first guest tonight is in The Office. He's in The Office, which is very good. And he's also in a new film called The Rocker, which is in theaters August the 20th. Take a look at this.
So, I've taken 4 webcams. Then, I've interfaced our computers to create a non-delayed, real-time virtual network.
Mic check. Check. Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
It's a camera, it's not a mic,
We're good
Uncle
to go.
Rob.
I can hear you. Okay, let's do this.
It's not a mic, Uncle Rob.
Am I the only one seeing this?
So,
Why
what
is
are we
no one else
doing?
reacting? Oh, God.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please welcome Rainn Wilson, everybody.
They're so handsome.
Yeah, they're good.
They're so good looking. Look at them.
Now, on the movie, you play the drums naked. Are you naked underneath your clothes right now?
I am, in fact.
Wow.
Yes.
You're in pretty good shape.
I'm not so much in good shape.
Really? You've got a nice ass.
I do. Thank you.
No,
Did you say I have a nice ass on national television?
Well, CBS.
Well, practically cable.
Yeah.
I do. You see a lot of my buttocks in this movie.
Now, is this what the kids are wanting? Did you do something?
I am giving America what it is clamoring for.
I guess.
Yes.
That's nice.
You know, Angelina Jolie does a movie, and she has her bosoms, and you want to see them, you know, out the side of a car, and she's holding a gun, and America was like, I want to see Rainn Wilson's enormous, creamy torso. Oh, you're naughty. I want to tell you something, though.
Okay.
I've been on a national campaign to promote a new word for the buttocks.
Okay, what is it?
Thigh caps.
I love it. I love it.
Right?
Yes, I'm with you on this.
Can we make it stick?
Yeah. Hey, in this movie,
Yes.
I saw your thigh caps in
Yes.
that clip.
I don't recommend drumming naked. Your thigh caps stick to the drum stool.
Yes. Sometimes when I go out, I mean only to have one glass of wine, but then I end up in a jail in Mexico with a tattoo on my thigh cap.
No kidding. Yeah. I think it's catching on. I think it's doing great.
Well, it's catching on with us. I think everyone else is
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, not really.
You actually are a pilot, though, because I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah. It's good to
I
pilot.
hate flying, and I don't like heights, and I don't like small compartments.
Then being a pilot's not for you.
Now, did you have no fears of that at
I
all?
was terrified. I was terrified of the whole thing. That's why I started doing it. Because I was so terrified of flying, I thought, well, if I keep going, at some point it'll turn out, I'll learn so much that it'll be okay. It hasn't worked. I'm still terrified, but I know how to do it.
But do you really get terrified? Because I think about being like 12,000 feet and like in this little thing. Think about that. And you're like this, and you're like, bzz, and things like beep, beep. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I was in a flight, I was in one of those tiny planes, and I flew from Albuquerque to Taos, New Mexico, which has a landing strip like the size of this desk.
Yeah, I've been there.
And they were flying in a little regional carrier, and literally the pilot was a woman, and I don't mean any offense.
Hey, now.
No.
Hey, now.
I love women so much, but but this was what was happening, is we were going up and down like this,
Right,
in an
right.
alarming fashion.
Are you sure this was a plane? It looks like a horse.
This is plane. What do you do with a plane?
Well,
what
you're
do you?
going like this. That's a horse.
But that's what we were doing.
Really?
Over
a
town.
flying horse.
There's mountains, and then we're going up and down, and like mountains are here, and it's like, oh, there's a mountain. Things are beeping on the dashboard. That's not good, right?
Well...
And then she has the manual out, and she's flipping through it. She has an airplane manual.
No,
and it's
no,
like,
no.
I'm like, everyone's like cool as cucumbers. All these cowboys going up to Taos like, yeah. And I'm like...
It's just a checklist. It's not a manual. It's a checklist.
It's a manual of how to fly a plane.
Well, what do you want her to guess?
She was like,
you know, come on.
What do I do?
No, it's a checklist. She's going through things. She's going like, well, this thing's beeping, and then she's descending, so you think, well, I better do that.
I don't like pilots to read.
Well, it gets boring up there otherwise.
Oh,
you got to read.
That's terrible.
You should try it. You should try it.
Reading?
Yeah.
Will you take me up in your plane?
Only if you bring a book.
Done.
Yeah, okay. What book would you read in that plane?
An Idiot's Guide to Flying an Airplane.
Oh, that's already in the plane. Yeah,
Okay.
You'll be all right. Listen, I'm looking forward to these. Rainn Wilson, everybody. We'll be right back.